the Congress should take some responsibility of the broken promises. I mean, what happened
happened on August 19 might be the last nail in the coffin.
fact remains that coffin was built by the Congress.
I think let's more important is let's think of a future. People who think of coffins think of death. We think of life.
We are joined by senior Congress leader Salman Khurshid Saab. Just a couple of questions for him. Salman sir, the yatra has come to an end. So the first question is: has this yatra achieved its goal? Is Bharat united?
देखिए जो भी कोशिश होती है, whatever you try, you have to expect a response. Now, the response, immediate response, has been outstanding. Number of people who've come, the kind of people who've come, but its lasting impact on divisive politics in this country. What will be the lasting impact? We will have to see as time passes, etc. We will have to see how people have reworked their attitudes, how the kind of divisive things that are being done, they are being rejected. They are being rejected. So we'll have to see what, and then people expect that because this tremendous yatra is over successfully, that you can't just sit back on your success and then do nothing. So we will have to think of other ways to carry on the message. The yatra is over, but the journey continues.
Has this yatra give a new lease of life to the Congress party? How do you see this yatra impacting the revival of the Congress
See,
party?
anything that gets a public response adds to the vitality of a party. Party was not fighting for its life. Party was fighting for its health. Metaphorically speaking, and the more energy you see exuded during this yatra, the more number of people who commit themselves and marched along with the yatra is a clear sign that our vitals are doing well, that the party is energetic once again, and the vitality of the party will now become quite apparent in the months to come.
How do you rate Rahul Gandhi after this yatra? Has he reincarnated as a politician?
Well, I think he's added dimensions to his politics. His politics has always been very rich, very meaningful, and the BJP had spent enormous amount of effort and money to put a negative gloss on whatever he was doing. But I think now that he's come out with all this in the public, in amongst the people of India, I think the BJP will have a impossible task now to try and put any negative gloss on him. He has added many dimensions to his already rich personality as a political person.
During this yatra, many senior Congress leaders actually quit the party, one of them being Ghulam Nabi Azad. Would you feel that it would have been better for Mr. Azad to stay and be part of this yatra?
Of course, if a family member doesn't leave the family, it's always good. But when they decide they want to leave, and we can't understand why they decided to do so, then you have to accept it and move on. So he moves on with what he wants to do. We move on with what we want to do. But obviously, the fewer people that there are in a family, the less is the strength of the family. But then new people are born, new persons grow into their shoes and become successful.
Just one last question. Congress yesterday actually Rahul ji in a press conference said that he didn't want to talk about the history of Kashmir. The question was actually about the broken promises of the Congress. But don't you feel that that whatever happened, be it 53, 75, 87, the Congress should take some responsibility of the broken promises? I mean, what happened?
Happened on August 19 might be the last nail in the coffin.
Fact remains that coffin was built by the Congress.
I think more important is let's think of a future. People who think of coffins think of death. We think of life. We think of how we are to live together in the future. And I'm sure that everybody will accept that.
This was Salman Khurshid, the senior Congress leader, talking with the Kashmir Walla.